Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the
Time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Way to rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Yeah. Ride along live. Welcome to the ride. Welcome to Thursday on the ride. How are you doing today, guys? I trust all is well. Thank you. Who's first? Lydia James. She's there first. Welcome, Lydia. How you doing? Guys, share the live, share it to a friend. In fact, that's what I want you to do. I want you to add followers, because today is a hot seat, right? This is where we take your elected officials. And listen, we have a call for all elected officials, all elected officials. Okay? We put that call out there. So this is where this program is dedicated for you to question your elected official. Ask them questions, call in, no stones unturned. Today we're dealing with a very specific, well, not specific, because you could ask any question, right? But today we are dealing with a trending topic. This particular topic have to do with the payments, right? Some outstanding payments for some teachers. And joining us in the hot seat today is Acting Minister of Education and Minister of Mobilization, Implementation, and Transformation, and the ministry that circles all ministry, right? And he's very active in terms of, bringing forth information. But today is important. It's important, all right? Evie Burnett, thank you so much. So add followers, everybody. Let me do it right now as well. Add followers, put it here. Put it here. Thank you. Add followers, guys. Add followers. I want you guys to come with the questions. Let me add followers. Sorry. Add followers. Thank you. Thank you. Larry, thank you so much. Cassandra, thank you so much. Tag somebody as well. So let me say before I bring on my guests and put him in the hot seat, guys, that yesterday, I don't know, there's a bad cold going around, and yesterday I felt so out of it, Jed. I felt weak, I felt tired, I just felt cold. I had the chills, body pain, everything. So the program that you saw yesterday was a rebroadcast, right? I really couldn't do live yesterday. And a lot of people call me today, boy, I swear they think I'm a robot. But I'm not a robot, I'm a human being. So sometimes I get sick too, right? Because most people don't care about, if you're sick or if you're going through anything. Like, where you at? Why are you not on the show today? Yeah, I get sick too. Newsflash. I get sick, I have headaches. I even feel depressed sometimes. I feel all of those things as everybody else. So if you don't see me on the program one day or so, just know that, it's something going on, right? So that's why I wasn't on yesterday. All right? So with that said, let's go right into it. As I bring on the Minister of Minister of Implementation and Transformation.
And mobilization.
And mobilization. I forget
Correct.
mobilization. That's
Correct.
the man. And acting Minister of Education at the moment, Minister Andy Williams. The everything minister. Your ministry suckles everything. Everybody.
Right.
Well,
Correct.
how are you, my friend?
Hi, I'm good, Junior. How are you doing?
Good. Happy to have you back in the hot seat because my viewers, my riders, they say they ain't taking it easy on you today, Minister.
That's cool. That's nice. I
There
love
are
that.
so many burning issues, specifically to do with the topical and trending issue of payments to teachers. So we need answers, Minister. We need answers, serious answers, right?
Right.
So let me ask you the question that a lot of people don't ask me. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
It has been a very eventful day for me, but that is part of the job, and I'm up to it. Never want to back down from the job at all. So it's a pleasure embracing all these challenges, in a day. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we'll go straight into it, Minister. Now, we saw the notice that was put out by the union in relation to the teachers that did not receive payment for X amount of period of time, right?
Right.
And I'm saying the last set of people, I have a passion in my heart for teachers because I respect
Yeah.
my teacher from if I see my teacher from high school days, I still respect her like anything else. So I have a lot of respect, and I'm like, okay, so why is the government holding back on teachers? I need to try to understand this. So explain to me, Mr. Minister, what happened there?
Right. So let me just explain to you. And let me just start by saying, Junior, I'm one that is straight up with things, right?
Right.
Don't beat around the bush. You want to get any lies from me. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. If we're right, we're right. I'll tell you exactly as it is, right? So good. So this situation that we are dealing with is not a situation that has been happening yesterday or last month or this month.
Right.
This situation has been happening maybe for over 30 years. You are now hearing about it because people are more vocal about it. So you're now hearing about it more. But it's a case where you have temporary teachers in the system. And let me tell you how we get temporary teachers. Sometimes teachers go off and on study leave or teachers college or something of the sort. And you have teachers will be brought in to replace them while they are out. That's how you get the temporary teachers. Now, these teachers are on contract.
Right.
And what happens is that every year they get, I think they get a 2-year contract.
Uh-huh.
And every year, but 2 years for me might come to end probably in 2026.
Okay.
Because your contract was in 2023, it might be in 2025,
Uh-huh.
So every year you have this happening. And what happens is that when the contract is up, they will be bumped off the system when the contract is up, basically.
When
And then you have the ministry.
when you say bump up the system, what exactly you mean?
So there's the payroll system,
Uh-huh.
right, where they were used to be paid, and so right.
Okay.
So once the contract is up, they will be off the system.
Okay.
And what happens is that PSC and the Ministry of Education will work hand in hand to renew the contracts and put them back onto the system to get paid.
Okay.
So that's exactly what's the case.
Right.
What happened there is that you had PSC and the Ministry of Education working hand in hand.
PSC.
A lot of PSC. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
PSC is the Public Service Commission.
The Public Service Commission. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And they have the
is independent of government. It stands alone.
Yes, independent body. Yes,
Independent
right,
body. Right?
right.
Before we go on to
So
that,
you can
I want to take a
right.
meticulous. So, what is the purpose of the Public Service Commission?
So that they are the body who hires people through the government system. They are the body. So most of the times you have permanent workers. They are employed by the Public Service Commission.
Right.
Okay. So
Okay.
the Public Service Commission, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, will work hand in hand
Okay.
to renew the contracts and to put them back onto the system.
Okay.
Yeah, you had approximately around 500 temporary workers. Some got paid, some was onto the system in time, some did not get onto the system in time for payroll.
Okay.
That's the situation. Now,
Okay.
this has been happening not just today, but this is something that's have been occurring for the last probably 30 years, right? So basically, the thing is that let me tell you the period we're talking about that the teachers were not being paid for was September, the month of September. So the date today is October 3rd.
Right.
Yeah, the first pay period, the 15th of September, and the second pay period, the 30th of September. That's the 2 periods. So you have some teachers that was not paid for the month of September. Some was paid, some was not paid.
Okay.
So immediately upon learning this, I went to the Ministry of Education. I spoke to the board PSs, and we got to a place where we kind of understand what's really happening, because I wanted to understand the situation. The ministry was aware of it. So what they were doing, they were working behind the scene to ensure that these workers that did not get paid got paid.
Right.
So the a set of documents came up last week from the Public Service Commission with some teachers, of some of the teachers that did not get paid.
Right.
What we did, we worked on it immediately.
About how
And
many? How many teachers we talking about that did not get
so
paid?
let me just refrain from giving a figure, because let me tell you why. I want to be transparent. I was given a figure before,
Right.
and when we did the investigation, is that from that figure, some got paid for the latter part of the month and some didn't get paid for the first part of the month. So I want to refrain from giving the figure, Junior. I don't want to give false information, right? So, right, just want to be respectful to the
Are we
audience,
talking
and I want to be honest with them as possible.
Are we talking about hundreds? Are we talking about 20s, 40s, 50s, 60s? Are we
I
talking
don't
about
want
hundreds?
Junior. Yeah, Junior. I don't want to really give. I don't want to go into a specific figure, because what can happen is that you have people outside and listen to this program and may take what I say, give an estimate, and take it and spin it around and use it back against me. So I'm just
Right.
kind of careful about giving the figure, right? So just want to
Okay.
be clear on that, right?
Yeah.
So, so basically, the list that we got from the Public Service Commission last week to the Ministry of Education, we started to work on it already. It went down to the Ministry of Finance after it came back to Education, down to the Ministry of Finance. I personally went to the Ministry of Finance. I personally spoke to the Assistant Accountant General, and we got the assurance that these people will be paid by Friday.
Okay.
Right. So we had another list again that came up this week, and we are working to pay those folks. Let me just say by tomorrow, right? We want to pay them by tomorrow. Worst case scenario, early next week. The Ministry of Education yesterday were working overtime, and today working overtime to ensure that the folks who did not get their salary, that they get paid. So we are working in the background hard, Junior,
Right.
to ensure that all these things are rectified.
No, I understand
And
you. I understand you're working hard. But who dropped the ball
yes,
here? Is it the ministry responsibility to get that information to the Public Service Commission in a timely fashion? Because at the end of the day, you cannot fast track the Public Service Commission. The Prime Minister
right,
can't call them and hurry them up. Nobody could call them and hurry them up. So isn't
right.
it
So let me just
priority or prerogative to get that information to the PSU in a timely fashion so that could be processed once they know that the names are bumped?
so Junior, the public service is not a fast system. Let me just say this. We have the bureaucracy and so you have things that could stall the payments, right? That could stall the whole process. For example, appraisals. If appraisal wasn't done for the staff. And you have different things that could stall the process if the rules are followed strictly. Let me just say that. So so it's not to say like let's put like blame on someone, right? What we have to do is to go back and look at the system that has been there for the longest while and see how we can streamline the system and make it faster, make it work better for us. For example, one thing that we can look at is by saying why we have to take the people off the system and put them back on, because they are still working. It's not to say like they are not working, they are still working. So that's something that we can even look at, not renewing the contract, but leaving them on the system still. And these are the talks we have to have between the Public Service Commission, the Ministry of Education, Cabinet, ministers. These are the talks we have to streamline the process to see how we can make it work better for us and faster for us, so that teachers will not be in that position again next year. Now, let me just say this, right? This situation has been the same for, again, over 30 years. And no one looked to attack it. No one looked to try to better it. No one. And we are taking the steps now to look at that system and to make it better, so that our teachers will not be in this same situation again. Let me tell you why, Junior, because let's forget I'm a minister, I'm into politics. Let's just forget that for a little while, right? People work, people have to get paid. And you know, if a man work and he get paid, is that this man will be a different man. And he has reasons, because sometimes you have children, you have your family to take care of. And when you don't have the money to take care of your family or to take care of certain basic needs, that alone can make you frustrated. You have commitment in the bank for loans and all these things. And if the bank calling you, the bank on your back, everything, Junior, and you know your work, and you get paid, you could be a different man. So it is in the best interest of everyone to rectify this situation. The union, the government.
So here's what I'm trying to find the minister. In order to fix the problem, we must have to find out where is the backlog. Now, is it the ministries?
No. Do you not understand what I'm saying? It's no. Once you enter the public service, you have bureaucracy, you have processes that you must follow.
Okay.
So what we have to do, we have to sit down and streamline the process.
Right.
See what makes sense, see what doesn't make sense, right? And I'll just give an example. Sometimes, as I was saying, it may mean not having to take them off the system while you renew the contracts, because they are still working. It's not to say like they stop work, they are still working. So that may be a solution. Leave them on the system, let the pay run while you sort out the contractual arrangement, because it's the same teacher that is on the system working. Okay, so that may be one of the solution. But to find a solution means everyone coming together, streamlining the process, see what makes sense, see what doesn't make sense, and see how we can, you know, come up with a new process now, so that the teacher doesn't have to be at a disadvantage at the end of the day. So that has to be done. PSC, education, ministers, we have to meet, look at the process, and come up with a solution. And it means we have to have an all hands on deck approach. So now that we have, sorry?
No, in the idea that you just proposed here, leaving them on the system, not taking them off the system, right?
I'm not saying that could be a solution, yeah.
Right, that could possibly be a solution. But what about the duplication of payments? Because now, if you have a teacher, because a teacher might be out for many different reasons. They might be out on maternity leave, they might be out on some sick leave, whatever, teachers' college, whatever the case might be, and they come back into the class. And if you didn't take them out of the system, then that means you'll be paying the teacher, which is the standby or the assistant, and then that teacher itself. So you probably wouldn't need that person if you don't take them out of the system.
No, but this is a different case, right? This is a case where, so every year you'd have the case where contracts will have to be renewed.
Right.
So that's different. So contract being renewed, what I'm saying is that if your contract is being renewed, you are working in the system. It's not to say that you are not working, you are working. So a solution could be leaving you in the system while we renew the contracts. That's
Right.
what I'm
Oh,
saying.
I
And not
see.
taking you out, and having to put you back in. And if you get back in time, we have this problem.
Right.
Okay. So that could
Okay.
be a solution. But it goes beyond this. What we have to do is to sit down at a table together and let's find a solution to this Asian problem.
Yes.
All right.
And we all know
No,
that problem been happening for a long time. I've heard
for a long
complaints.
time. And also, let me just say this again. Most teachers will
Uh-huh.
tell you that when they join the service, they have to wait about 3 months before they get paid. Since I finished school in the 90s, and that was the case. Now we are in 2024, and I'm saying these two needs to be addressed. Not just the temporary teacher situation, but the new teachers. Because when you're talking about someone have to wait 3 months before they get paid, a lot of things can happen within the 3 months. And these days, people have a lot of responsibility that they need to take care of. So we will be looking at that system again to shorten the time and to ensure that if a teacher come in to work in a certain period, that they get paid for the period that they entered, and not having to wait all this long time to get paid. So, and again, no one, Junior and Grenada, no one tackled that issue in how much years, and we will be tackling that issue now. And come next year, we want to make sure that all these things that I've just spoken about has been resolved, and we can go forward and be talking about something different
Right.
in that time. Right.
Let me ask you a question now. So, what is the situation with the other public servants? Because I'm not hearing so much complaints of the same problem from other public servants. Why?
Because
Why?
we have no problem with it. We have no issue with that. This here is specifically the Ministry of Education in terms of the contractual agreement for the temporary teachers. That's all. Right? That's all. Not public servants. We have been paying by monthly without a problem. We have no issue at all with payments of salaries. The only issue that we have here is with the contractual agreement being off the system and coming back onto the system. That's the only issue that we have here. Nothing else whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you go with your recommendation, what would be the job of the Public Service Commission in this particular instant?
What? Sorry, answer that again.
The job of the Public Service Commission, would it still have to go to the Public Service Commission and then they have to examine and then send it back to the ministry and then the ministry send it to finance?
No, that is the process. No, but I'm saying we have to sit down and streamline it to see how we can go forward. And I'm saying, and maybe we can leave them on the system while we do all these things behind the scenes, because they are still working. It's not to say that they stop work, right? So I've even, and Julia, let me say this, right? And I love being transparent, right? I love being transparent, and I'm not want to hide anything at all, because it doesn't benefit anyone to hide anything.
Right.
These are things that have been there for a long time, and the only way we can really deal with them is if it is brought to the fore. We can know what it is and we can deal with it. And we are not a government to run from any responsibility. We are not. And even in the press conference today, I'm saying, listen, these issues have been there and we will fix it. We will fix it. We will, rest assured, we will fix it. We will not run away or leave it like that, as previous administrations. We will fix it, rest assured. Sometimes also what happens from time to time, even some of the permanent teachers, Junior, we understand, and even I am just learning all these things because remember, I'm not really in the Ministry of Education. Even for years, I understand that you have cases where permanent teachers are even bumped off the system, in error, right? So even though that this thing came up with the permanent teachers, you hear of with the temporary teachers, you hear some permanent teachers saying that they did not get paid, and that because they were bumped off the system in error. And these things happen. Okay, so we met with the union this morning. The union brought it up to us, and we are already working to rectify the situations. And how we can in the future make sure that these things are dealt with in a quick manner is by having a very close relationship with the union, by having regular meetings with the union. So in case there's any issues or so, they can bring it to us and we can resolve it immediately. Because, listen, we are not living in a fake world. We are living in a world where things happen. Where you have a system, you may have glitches, you may have something may happen. And what is important is the way or the mechanism we have in place to deal with it when it happens. And and that was part of the reason why I met with the union today. And in meeting with the union today, let me just tell you something, how important this matter is for us. Today was my parliamentary office day where I meet with my constituents. Junior, this morning, I had to cancel it. There was no plane. The union was in Carriacou this morning. There was no planes going to Carriacou today. I had to call the Coast Guard last night and make arrangement with the Coast Guard to go to Carriacou 8 o'clock this morning to meet with the union. We met with the union. The meeting lasted for about 2 hours, and where I encouraged them to open up and see exactly whatever issues that they had. It was a good meeting. They were able to vent, and we were able to come up with solutions. Then we were able to even tell them, listen, some of the things we cannot give you an answer now, but we can get back to you to resolve the issues.
Right.
From there, we left about Minister 1 to come back down to Grenada, straight from the Coast Guard, went to have the press conference so that the nation can be updated as to what is taking place. So we are transparent, number one, and we are committed in ensuring that we resolve these issues and to ensure that these issues do not happen again. This is the first time any government is taking such steps to ensure that these things, that what just happened will not happen again. And when it comes to teachers, we value our teachers. If you look at our record in the past, we came into office, we paid pension, we paid doc salaries, we negotiated with the unions with the increases for the 3 years, and that was, and we settled on it. So when it comes to our teachers, Junior, this government has that we take our teachers seriously. And for me, the Prime Minister, we spoke last night and we agreed on the steps that will be taken today. And we wanted to show the union, hey, we have an issue here, but we are committed in solving this issue and to ensure that the teachers are taken care of in the fastest possible time.
Joseph just asked the question that I wanted to ask. So why couldn't the union and the government trash out the grievances before it got to where it is right now?
Well, it is not. Well, it is. Well, let me just say this, Junior. Now, remember that the day today is the 3rd of October. We are talking about the month of September that people did not get paid for. So it's not to say something that has been there for a long time. So the fact that we met today means that the situation came up, and we were quick to deal with it and to really, address the situation. And again, I can tell you, the staff in the Ministry of Education, they are working overtime to ensure that by early next week, that we pay all the staff that were affected by this. And as I said on a press conference today, with the teachers, I understand the plight, and I know exactly what they are going through, Junior, because, listen, if anyone feels it, it's me.
Yeah.
I even apologize today for that because, you're talking about teacher suffering, not just now, but over the years. It had to come to a point where someone had to confront it to stop it. And this administration will stop it, and we will ensure that our teachers are taken care of.
Right, and I think you need to explain something because a few people getting this whole thing wrong, right? So I think you need to spend some time to explain this. Someone said, why don't you make the teachers permanent? But it's not a matter of making them permanent. Teachers who are, explain it to them.
Right, so let me tell you what has to happen, right? For a teacher to get permanent, there needs to be a vacancy in the system.
Right.
So if, let's say, for example, a teacher leaves, then a post will be open for someone to take up the position.
Right.
But it's a case where some teacher just went on, it could be on maternity leave.
Yes.
It could be on study leave, and various other things. So it's not to say that, and in that case, the position will still be there. And it's not a case where the teacher is no longer with the ministry, just mean that it's just off for a while. And that's the case. And you will get that, right? You will get that. So that is the only reason why they are temporary, because they are holding on for someone in the position. It's not to say
Right.
that the position is free.
Right.
And that is how the public service works, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, so it's not a question of making it permanent. They are holding on. Someone go on
Right,
maternity leave, they're holding on, so they take that place. When that person come back into that position, they take back that position. So that's
right,
how it's not a matter of making them permanent. That's not the question right here. Um,
right.
were there other public servants that is facing the same thing as the teachers right now? Or is it only teachers? Was
No,
it
that is only the teachers. It's only the teachers. I see some people trying to put a spin on it, trying to gain political points and say that it's public servants or whatever it is. That's not the case, Junior. We pay our people on time, right? We pay our people on time. We have no issues with money. We have no issues with money at all. As a matter of fact, on a previous program, I commend our Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, and the Minister of Finance, Dennis Cornwall, for doing an excellent job since we came into office with the Ministry of Finance. We have no issue with funds. So this is not happening anywhere at all. It is just a situation that has been there for over 30 years that will be fixed. We will fix it, because we understand that we are in the driver's seat now, and we have to deal with it. So where other parties will try to spin it around and make it look like if it's us that is doing something bad, they were there before it happened. Some people, Junior, was scared to speak when they were there, right? Some people was scared to speak when they were there, but people are speaking out now, and we understand that we are in a position now, and we have to fix it. And we are not one to run away from our responsibility. We will fix it. We will address it, right? The matter that has been there for how much years, we will address it. And when we do that, you will see the smooth sailing going forward. Our Prime Minister is committed. I spoke to him last night, and he is adamant for us to fix this situation, because he too was a teacher, and he have a story where he waited a long time before he got paid also, and that was in the 90s. So he understands the situation, and we understand it, and we will do what it takes to fix this problem once and for all. This old problem that existed donkey years, we will fix it.
Someone is asking about the police. Were the police affected, or police affected as well?
Junior listeners, this is a case with the teachers, the temporary teachers. Contract came to an end. It had to be renewed with the Public Service Commission and Education working together. Some got on, some was renewed, but some was not renewed in time. None to do with the police, none to do with other public servants. If anyone else was affected, had to be with some other something, right? Not with this. That's the only thing that we are dealing with when it comes to that.
Okay. All right. All right, guys.
Yeah.
So let's put it in the hot seat and give you opportunity to call in. I see a lot of questions. I'm giving you guys an opportunity to call. The number that you call is 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. I said it earlier, and a lot of people said, what are you talking about? I think you made a mistake, but I actually was right. You are right now the acting Minister of Education, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, the acting Minister of Education. I know I didn't make an error there. And a
Right.
lot of people are asking that question as well. Why is it that Andy is always you the one that's speaking? And I had to explain to a few people, MIT, that's essentially what it is. You circle all ministries. So you basically get everything moving. You know what's going on in every ministry and what needs to be implemented.
Yeah, correct, correct.
That is just situation there. Okay, let's go to the phone lines. Right now we got a caller on the line. Caller, you're live. Where are you calling us from? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hold on.
Hi, am I speaking with
Yeah. Okay. Hello? Yeah, let me put them on speaker.
customer funding on the recorded line? How
No.
are you?
Oh, no. She's calling for something else. She's calling to sell me something. 718-701-5720, guys. We're chatting here with the Minister of MIT. We're speaking about the specific question at hand, but anything that you want to talk about, you're open to. 718-701-5720 is our number right now. Minister, while we wait for the call, talk to us about the school feeding program.
Right. So the school feeding program, Junior, so we had an issue where school did not get the supplies on time. No, let me just say this because when I was in hotspot, right, I used to be one of the suppliers for the school feeding program. And sometimes when people did not deliver in a timely manner, the ministry would call me and say, Andy, listen, this supplier up to now ain't dropped no stuff yet for the schools. We want you to fill in. And I will gladly do so. So sometimes some schools do not get their supplies in a timely manner, right?
Yeah.
What we did is that we made the school feeding free for everyone. Again, that would have brought more pressure on the program because you're talking about most students now coming for the meals.
Yes.
So, but let me just say this. I want to just this point for before I even go into the school feeding program. And what we did, the dollar that used to be collected for the meal used to help the schools in terms of doing certain things that they needed finance for. Because we knew that the school will not be getting that dollar again, we put a voucher system in place where the school will be given a voucher, which is money that we put on their bank account that they could spend, and that is to replace the $1 that used to be collected before. In meeting with the union today, they expressed concern that it's not getting on, the voucher system is not going on fast enough. So that's something that we will address to ensure that the voucher system works in a faster time and so the money can be there for the schools in a timelier manner.
Right.
So we will address that. And that again is us being transparent, nothing to hide. Now, so the issue with the schools not getting supplies, the Ministry of Education yesterday started to use their van to take some of the stuff from the suppliers and drop it to the schools. And we continue today and we will continue tomorrow. What we did with the union also, we spoke to the union about it, and we are working hand in hand to ensure that the schools that really don't have any item at all, we can deal with them first, the more critical ones. And those that have, we can deal with them after. So we are working now to ensure that the schools get supplies so that they can feed their children and so that needs that depend on the school feeding. So we are working on it. And again, it's something that happens when school open, it happens. It happened. In my time, when I was supplying, it happened. And I had to fill in for some suppliers who were kind of tardy in supplying the school with supplies. So that again is something again that we are trying to get on top of. And by next week, I want to say that I'm sure that we will be on top of it. And even the voucher system with the schools too, and giving money on their account can help in a time when the school doesn't have supplies, they can buy it because they have funds that they can tap into. And that's what we're doing to really remedy the situation.
Right. Someone asked me to repeat the number, but the number is on the screen, guys. So you could call the number on the screen. The number is 718-701-5720. I'm going to put the number again in the chat, 718-701-5720. We're chatting live here with the Minister of MIT and also the acting Minister of Education, Honorable Andy Williams. Again, the number is 718-701-5720. We're taking your call live on air. So I want you to reiterate this, Minister. You're saying that the problem has been isolated, and with the government is saying that this is going to be the last time that this is going to happen. Was this anticipated? Was months ago? Was something like this anticipated to happen from the ministry perspective?
Well, let me tell you, this is not the first time it happened, Junior, and something happened a lot of the times because you have the ministry and PSC working hand in hand to really get this going, you know. And sometimes what happens is that yes, you may get to complete some again you may not get to complete.
Right.
So what is broken here is a system. Right, is a system, and this system again has been there for a long time, Junior, and not just with the teachers to get back on, but even with the new teachers. And there is no one that can deny the fact of teachers joining the system within approximately 3 months to get paid. That's a fact. right? That's a fact, Junior. It's an old system that has been there for a long time. What needs to happen is for us to come together and find a solution to fix it, to ensure it doesn't happen. And that is what we will do. And again, we are not one to run away from our responsibility. And if we say we will do it, we will do it. So PSC, education, cabinet, ministry will be working hands in hand to bring a solution to this problem that has been there for a long while. In the private sector, if you work from month 1, you get paid. There's nothing as working 3 months to get paid, right? So if it can be done in the private sector, it can be done in the public sector. And we are committed to fixing this problem. Some folks are trying to play politics with this. This is not a time for politics. It's a time for us coming together, putting all hands on deck, and let's fix this for the future. Because if we fix this now, going forward, it may be us in power, it may mean we an ex party in power. It means if we fix it, that the teachers will be the one benefiting, doesn't matter who is in power. Okay? Right. So that is our main aim. Not only to cast blame, but to find solution to the problem, and let's fix it once and for all. Where others have failed to address it, we are coming to the front to address it. And we are not trying to make any excuses. We are telling you exactly as it is. We are being transparent.
Okay. We got a call on the line. Let's take this call. Caller line, where are you calling us from?
Hi, good evening.
Hey, good evening, caller. Where are you calling us from?
I am calling you from Canada.
Canada, go right ahead.
Good evening. Good evening, Sir Junior. Good evening, Mr. Williams.
Good evening.
I want to commend you and Deacon for the wonderful job that you are doing. I'm really proud of the job that you are doing, and I'm sure the Grenadian people are as well. On a whole different topic, the question I have, and this question has been very dear to my heart, and it's something that is affecting almost quite a bit of Grenadians. Now, Mr. Williams, as you know, I'm from Grandam's housing scheme. You are as well. And our parents was able to own properties in Grenada through that housing project. I've been following up, maybe not as often as I should, on projects that the government are building all over Grenada. My question to you is, what are you guys doing? What is the government doing in terms of helping? Because I have siblings that are still living at home, and they would like to own the property, but most of the properties that they're searching for, it's in US dollars because we have the foreigners, excuse my directness, but the white people that are coming into the country and buying the country for a lot of US dollars, buying off islands that was there. I'm sorry, I know it's not under your leadership. And there are now islands in Grenada that we're not even allowed to go to because they're all private. Now, very important and dear to our people. How can we prevent the island from being sold out? What policies that you can put in place and allow the Grenadian people who work hard and pay their taxes to give an opportunity to own affordable properties in Grenada,
right?
That their children could be able to inherit someday.
All right. Thank you, caller. We'll await the response from the minister.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a good evening.
So what we are doing, number one, we are putting some policies in place. Number one, for example, like the Grandland Beach area, that whole strip of land there. We have a policy in place that no lands will be sold on that area. It will be leased and not sold, right? So we are putting things like that in place. Number one. Number two, we cannot prevent someone from buying land on the island. And Junior, let me just say this, right? One of the things that we have to start doing as Grenadians is start investing more. A few years ago, the central bank flagged the commercial banks for having too much money in their reserve, meaning that people are saving, but they are not investing, right? So we need people or Grenadians to start investing. By nature, we are conservative people, right? But we have to start investing more. And when we do that, then we can occupy more of our island by doing so. instead of waiting for someone to come outside and invest, basically. Number two, right? Number three, when it comes to housing, we have projects like Project 500. Project 500 is well on the way. We are starting with Dunfermline, where we are putting in the infrastructure in place, and that is ongoing now. We are going to the next step of having contractors coming to build approximately 18 units on island, different contractors. And we can look at the quality and we can choose from the different units. And again, that is to provide affordable housing to our Grenadian people. We have Project Build Back Better, where people who lost their homes from burial, we are building back for them. And it's free of cost. First time in the history of Grenada that you have the government building back for people free of cost. And we are doing it as a government. Okay? And you're talking about people who cannot afford to build back for themselves. As the other party will talk about the poor and vulnerable, we are helping folks that cannot build back for themselves, Junior, build for them, and even not at a cost to them. But not just build back for them, but build back in a more resilient manner so that they will not be in the same situation again. This is what we are doing as an administration. We are also assisting people. We have our housing assistance program again through the Ministry of Social Development, and MIT also assists in that program too, where people whose house is dilapidated, we assist them with it. And I can tell you, for the last 2 years, this has been the most that any government did in terms of housing for its people. So we are trying our best to assist our people, but our people also need to invest more and not save all of the money, right? And let me just end this up by saying our education system, again, needs to change a bit because it teaches us to pass a few subjects. Right. It teaches us to work, but it doesn't teach us to be entrepreneurs.
True.
Right? And that is why, Junior, we are going the route. One of our main aim for this term is to develop more skill training centers so that even our young people and our people in general can learn a skill, and you don't have to work for anyone, you can work for yourself. I met with the Grenada Yacht Club 2 days ago, and we were talking about teaching children, schools, secondary school children, and so to start sailing. Okay, and if we start to do this unconventional type of education, we cannot invest in these kind of things, Junior. I'm saying we can be on the right track where we just cut out the kind of one-way thinking and start exploring different options and getting up to speed with the rest of the world. Right. So we are trying, we are doing our best, and as time goes along, there are things that we can change to even better the situation.
Absolutely. Let's take a call. We got a caller on the line. Caller live. Where are you calling us from?
Hi, good evening, Junior.
Hey,
good evening, Andy.
Go right ahead.
Good evening.
I'm calling from Boston.
Hey, Boston, go right ahead.
Question to the minister. Are they still giving out the tablets to the kids in school?
From what I understand, yes, they should be still doing that. Yeah.
Okay, so here is my question. What I don't understand is that you're giving the kids the tablet, and the kids are able to download social media. And I remember last year, there was this kid from Guelph, underage, who was posting naked videos on her Instagram story. I reached out to everyone in the Ministry of Education, even the IT department, to find out why is it that they're giving the kids the tablet and not putting a restriction on them getting into social media.
Okay.
All
right, caller.
Okay, so I've taken a note of the concern, and I will raise it with the ministry.
All right.
Well, you know what, Minister? I did it like 3 or 4 times. I even spoke to the person from IT. After a couple of days, I realized that he did not respond to me. And when I reached out to him, the answer that he gave me, I had to reach out to Minister, I think it was Andrew. I have his name saved. And but before the guy did all of this, he asking me for money. I still have the message in my phone. I forwarded it to the minister, and I never heard back from anyone. But I think what they should do, like they do in the United States, and my daughter had the same thing. She had a Chromebook, and there was a restriction on the Chromebook because the Chromebook don't belong to them; it belongs to the school. So she was never able to log into any social media because it's for the school, for schoolwork. So I think
Yeah.
you as the acting minister right now for education, I think you should look into that. Whereas IT will be able to block all social media,
Yeah.
so 10-year-old and 11-year-old should not be having access to social media
Yeah.
where older men is going on their page and sending them naked pictures.
Yeah. Well, caller, let me ask you this
That
question.
had
Caller,
happened
let me ask
two
you a
No
or
problem,
question.
man. No problem. No problem.
know, how do you know that they are posting from that device? How are you not sure they're posting from their phones or their parents' phone or another phone media
No,
that they
no,
have
no, no,
access
no, no,
to?
no, no. That kid, I know for a fact this kid does not have a cell phone. It came from the tablet. I had all the information. I also had forwarded all the naked pictures that the older person was sending to the young kids. I sent it to special units, right?
Right.
And I waste my money reaching out to special units and giving them all the information because it was the older guy that was friending up all the young girls in that school and sending them naked pictures. I myself posed as a young girl because my daughter picture when she was 10 years old is still on my IG profile.
Okay.
And I posed as a he also called me,
Right.
but he blocked his face. He was only showing his private part.
Right.
I took my other phone and I recorded it.
Yeah.
I myself sent that to the to special unit because that's where they sent me to. Lo and behold, I told her, I said, go to the school unannounced and take all the kids' tablet, and you would see this man. I gave her his IG name and everything. The young lady decided to call the principal and tell her they're coming up there and
Right.
what the situation was.
Yeah.
Now, when they got there, every kid in their social IG was wiped off the tablet.
Right.
Now she spoke to me and told me nothing was on there, but I said to her, my sister is a manager in IT, and you would be able to go behind the scenes and retrieve everything.
Okay.
But they didn't do that. They just left it like that, and the kids still doing the same thing. But you know what, Junior? I've tried several times. I'm not going to do it again. Whatever happens, happens. It's not my kids, and it's not my nieces or nephews. So let it go on because I did my part as an adult, as a mother, and someone all the way in Boston.
All right. Thank you, caller.
So, Minister, if you could look into them things for me, that I would, appreciate it. You have a
I
good
will.
night.
I
Appreciate
will.
you taking the call.
Right.
Thank
And I
you.
will look into it for you.
Absolutely. Again,
Yes.
718-701-5720. I know of some of the tablets. In fact, I was aware of some kids having tablets, and I was also aware that there were certain restrictions placed on the tablet. So I don't know if it is widespread that everybody tablet is with restrictions, but that's certainly something that needs to be looked into. So we got another call. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
Hi, I'm calling from Grenada.
Grenada, go right ahead.
Um, yes, I have one problem with the tablet. So,
Yeah.
my daughter uses a tablet in Form 1.
Uh-huh.
In Form 2 now, to use the tablet, we're not getting access to it. So that we're trying to put on the Wi-Fi, because she used Google Classroom to do classwork and is not allowing the password to the internet to go through. So I want to know if I should bring in the tablet to the ministry or what I could do, if I could let somebody fix it for us or whatever. Just a little advice I want.
Right. So my recommendation would be to bring it into the ministry. The ministry would have IT technicians that can work on it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very
All right.
much.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, caller.
Okay, you're welcome.
It's a hot seat, and Minister Andy Williams is certainly in the hot seat today. We're taking all calls. Caller, where are you calling us from?
Good evening, Minister. I'm calling from Grenada.
Grenada, go right ahead.
I would like to invest in I'd like to invest in an agricultural project at Kelly's, where I need some assistance in clearing the land. Can the minister direct me or help me towards getting the land cleared?
Yes. So if we have the Ministry of Agriculture will normally assist with that. So you can either call or you could go into the Ministry of Agriculture and you can make the request. They normally have people that will clear the land for you in the process.
Right. So
One of the
the
reasons
Ministry of
why
Agriculture.
Yeah.
Caller, go ahead.
Yeah, but one of the challenges we face is a lot of red tape in terms of you call this person and they direct you to another person, but you
But have you
never
called them?
seem to
Have you
get
called the
through.
Ministry of Agriculture yet,
So,
caller? Caller, have you called the Ministry of Agriculture yet? Huh?
but the caller,
Caller, have you called the Ministry of Agriculture yet?
yes, I did. I did.
And
I did.
and what they told you?
So they directed me to another person, but the number seems to just ringing out.
All right. All right, caller.
Okay, so
Caller,
what can happen? So Junior, probably you
message.
can take the name and number.
Yeah.
I can reach out to the Ministry of Agriculture, ask the ministry
Yeah.
to reach out to the caller for the land, and we can see how we can work on it.
Caller, just message me with your number and
Okay.
just say you're calling about the Ministry of Agriculture, just the information, and I'll forward that information to you. All right? Thank you so much, caller. Appreciate that. Fast and Furious here. This is the hot seat. Minister Andy
And let me
Williams
just
is in the
say,
hot.
yeah, let me just say that the caller seemed like a young person, right? And when you have a young person getting involved in agriculture, is a plus.
Yes.
So I want to say to the caller, hats off, continue doing what you're doing. Send your number to Junior, and I'll see what I can do to assist you in whatever way I can.
Absolutely. We got another call on the line. Caller, live. We're calling us from the hot seat. Minister Andy Williams is live.
Hi, Junior. Good afternoon. Good evening, Sir Williams.
Good evening.
A few things that I would like to highlight. First, I'd like to speak about the Ministry of Health. No,
Sorry?
What ministry? The Ministry of what ministry?
Health.
The Ministry of Health. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. It has been something that every single Grenadian is annoyed about. We voted for this government because we need to see things done, and I am not saying that things aren't being done, but the Minister of Health, since he became the Minister of Health, his silence is rather deafening. Now, one of the reasons why I think Grenadians voted for the National Democratic Congress is because you were very transparent, you were very communicating with the public, and we trusted you. Now, one of the things about communication is that it allows a person to know where we are, where we're going, where we're coming from. Now, the silence is deafening because, yes, we know that the Ministry of Health has had a problem. Yes, we know that the problem is not going to fix overnight, but keep us updated on what is happening, if anything is happening, and where are we going? What are some of the challenges so that persons can then volunteer themselves to fix the problem? And I am having a problem with the Minister of Health and his silence, and I am also having a problem with you always being the person having to address all of the problems. And that is one of the reasons why we are having some individuals saying that you are the only minister that is working. And while that may not be the truth, it then puts other ministers in a bad position for me to then trust you to vote you in another time. That's one. Secondly, this problem with the teachers, I think we're a bit too reactive and we need to cut that out. We need to be a bit more proactive because guess what? We're tired with the reactive governments in Grenada and we don't want it back anymore. don't come with the same energy. The teachers have been complaining for quite some time. The Minister of Education or you as the acting minister could have come out and address the teachers, not on a program, but to them themselves and say, hey, teachers, we know you're having a problem. This is the challenge. We are working on it. You don't need persons to be complaining and then you're showing up on a program. It doesn't give the right energy. So we need to cut that out. Also, while we are working on the teachers, I know when Minister Franco was the Minister of Education, she had introduced this policy that said that all teachers need to be a certified teacher. Either they go to TAMCC and do teachers education or at another institution. We need to bring that back because we need to ensure that the persons that are the educators are educating well.
Okay.
Also,
Hold on.
No, I have no. Hold on, Junior.
Hold on. Just segment it now because I'm doubtful that you can remember everything that you said. You have to segment it. All right. So you said 3 different things.
So let me start with health, Junior, right?
Want to start first?
No. So, number one, with the Ministry of Health and the Minister of Health, we have inherited a system that has been not the best for a long while, right? Sometimes when you have to fix a system, it's important to do planning, it's important to do assessing, and in order to know how you go forward. We have committed or we have said that we will be erecting a new hospital. In a campaign, we said that that will be one of our main aims. And we are putting plans in place for that. But also while we are doing that, we are negotiating with people, with folks in the background, that while we just want to build a new hospital, work should be done on the current hospital here at the same time. So we will be doing the work on 2 folds. Yes, we wanted to build a new teaching hospital where we can get our SU students and so to not even go to the UK and the US all the time to do their practical, but they can do their practical in Grenada and our people can benefit. Why are we doing that? And we're going to equip it with all the top of the line equipment and so on. Why we are doing that? We are negotiating so that we can get some work done on the current hospital here at the same time. So the minister, yes, he may not be too vocal on it, but I can tell you, we are working behind the scenes. And soon you will see us coming out with a plan as to what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, so that you can be up to date with it. But you must give us some time to plan and to put things in place, number one. Number two, it comes with education and teachers and so, right? Today I met with the union. That is the channel we have to go to when you have an issue, to meet with the union, and the union will meet with the teachers. That is the channel. And I followed the channel in terms of meeting. Today I took a boat to go up to Carriacou, meet with the union who were in Carriacou. I could have done the meeting online, but I chose not to. I chose to go in person, see face to face, meet with the union, discuss the issues, and see how we can get rid of this problem once and for all. Because guess what? This problem was there since in Franca time also. This problem was there since NNP time also, but no one is really did anything to ensure that it doesn't happen again. Guess what? We are going to be proactive by making sure it doesn't happen again. And that means bringing together the PSC, bringing together the Ministry of Education, bringing together all stakeholders and seeing how we can streamline the process and make it better so that teachers don't have to go through that again. So that we are going to work on. The third thing, Junior, I didn't get the third one too good. I know 3 points are just 2.
Right. She was asking, why is it that you are the only one that is so active and it's making it look as if you're the only minister that's working? Why is it that you are so visible?
But Junior, I made a commitment to you on this show that we will that I will come on from time to time to address and speak on certain matters, right? And I'm not one to hide. What I could have done was to come on the program tonight, just speak about matters with the Build Back Better and call a judge, but not junior judge, right? But call a judge, right? But instead, I'm opening myself. Anyone has any question, I'll try my best to answer. If I can't, I will take a note of it. I will get back, see if I can get the answer and revert back to you. So it's just me trying to be transparent with the people, because I know some people may have certain queries, And guess what? Some may be on this program listening, others may not. The Minister of Health was on a program this week speaking about some of the situation in health, but not everyone would hear him. So I am just being transparent, trying to meet the needs of the people as much as possible. Yes, I may be criticized for it, but guess what? I believe that as government, we are supposed to be of the people, for the people, and by the people, which means people. And that's what it's all about. So, caller, I apologize if you see me coming on all the time speaking about it, but I'm one who tried to assist and try to clear things up wherever needed.
Right. Caller, you have another point?
Yes, you don't have to talk.
Uh-huh.
So the last 2 points that I have to make is that I would just like to encourage Mr. Williams to encourage his party to have some form of party interaction, because one, some of us do not appreciate really coming on social media when you have these programs to really say some stuff, because some persons who support the party do not understand constructive criticism, and is that we want to ensure that you're doing what we voted for you for, to ensure that we can get the mandate done. That is why we pressure you sometimes, or we keep bringing the points forward, because this is exactly what we voted for. So maybe you can consider having a town hall for your party members, some sort of party event, because of course, as we know, party is very important, and we are the ones that are going to vote for you in the next election. And lastly, I encourage you to have a survey, national survey, to see how the Grenadian people feel about your progress so far over the last 2 years, and not just lean on some of the comments that you see on social media, because sometimes it can be a bit misleading, because some people are not as vocal as I am, and we just may be the ones who are registered to vote and who can convince our intellectual friends to vote for you in the next election. But all the best. I support this government, and I need you guys to get it right, because we need to win the next election.
All right, thank you, caller.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Right there. Again, 187015720. Andy, Minister, they really putting you in the hot seat today. Eh?
Man, that's what I like, man. I love it.
That's why I signed up for. We got another call on the line.
But-
Fast and Furious. Caller, live where you calling us from?
Junior, hold on. Junior, let me just say this, right?
Lord, caller, turn your background, your TV, whatever you
Junior,
have.
Junior.
I wasn't sure you were going to answer.
Hello.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, Junior.
I want to hear what the lady was saying.
Anyone? Junior, you not hear me?
Yeah, so
Junior.
You ready for me?
Yeah, ready for you. Go ahead.
Because
Listen to me on the phone. Listen to me on the phone, not on the TV. Listen to me on the phone line.
I listen to you on the phone, but I seen the link moving on the TV. So I wasn't sure if the lady gone already.
Don't watch your TV. Don't watch your TV. Just have a phone conversation with me.
Okay then, Junior.
Yeah.
How you doing? You good?
Yes, we're good.
Yeah.
Caller, go ahead. Don't look at the TV. You watching us
Oh,
on the TV.
all right. Sorry about that.
Just listen to me on the phone line. Just listen to me on the phone line.
Yeah, I didn't know you were ready for me.
Yes.
Good night and good night, Mr. Williams.
Good night, good night.
Come on update us. Because the problem is that some of us just wait to listen to Clem or to Eddie to get the right information. The thing about it is that you put GIS like a TV station, so you could tune into it and hear all the news and all the good things all you're doing. I think maybe I should recommend Abby to go around and get all the information that is going on in all those constituencies, because she's a young lady that shows up St. David's well. So maybe I should give her some kind of a temporary job to go around and get the information.
I agree that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody said, but they don't say nothing, they don't say nothing. And I would say that too, because if it wasn't for Kem and Eddie, I wouldn't know much at all. And one thing, you have to put in things only on Facebook. I have Facebook, I have YouTube. So put those things on YouTube too.
Okay, I agree with you.
And you know what?
Let me take a note.
And also, the houses that we build.
Right, caller, sorry.
I mean,
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. I've been waiting so I could see if I could get a place. But now age has taken over. I came to Grenada and I got Zika, and Zika crippling me like MS. They could turn into Guillain-Barré syndrome. And my young child is now like a real old lady because I have peripheral neuropathy. Are they going to build houses that would be capable for people to walk about and not have to use steps to go up and
Yeah.
have conveniences that wheelchair, the broad doors and stuff to be wheelchair accommodating? Because I would
Yes.
like to get one of those houses, but I have to have a house that is adapted to my condition.
All right. Thanks,
And I'm
caller.
willing to pay for it. I'm willing to pay for it, but they have to have it available for some of us to choose. Because as we get older, we get less mobile.
Yes.
And they must not put us down in big old holes where you can't even see the sea. I live all my life under the coast. So now I want to be able to see the ocean. So could they choose nice conditions where we could at least get a view? That even if we're not millionaires, we could have a good view of our country, especially when we stay up here and looking at it on TV and it looks really good.
Yeah.
Then you really appreciate what you had and
Right.
what you have. So
Okay.
these are the things I would like to get help with. And I love how you work. And I love the new houses. Only
Right.
Okay, caller.
that maybe there'll be too much demand for it. But maybe I would get one that is not a Abbey house, but a Project 500 house with a nice view.
Excellent.
Okay. Thank you,
Instead
caller.
Excellent.
Appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much, caller.
Okay,
Yeah.
good night.
Junior. Right. Okay. Good night, Junior.
Yeah.
So I have an agreement for 7 o'clock actually before the
Yes. You
start, right?
You did.
Right.
You did.
It's 15:15, so I can right.
Yeah. You really
I don't want
give
to.
a lot of time.
Yeah.
Last call, Minister Williams. This last call. Let me ask this person to be very, very brief. Caller, the minister he has an engagement and he have to go. So you have about a quick minute to make your point because we have to wrap up this segment so the minister could leave. Yes.
Right. Okay. Good night.
Yes, caller. Yeah.
So I have an agreement for 7 o'clock actually.
Okay. Caller. Caller.
All
right. That caller. You're not ready yet. Let me just take this next call real quick. Caller, you live?
Good night. Good night to you again.
Yeah, hi caller. Listen, you have about caller. Sorry, you have about 30 seconds because we have to wrap up really quickly.
Yes, my 30 seconds. Yes, I know. I'm very quick. Proactive does not mean that you act after things happen. Proactive is before things happen. So let us get that right. If we're going to be proactive, we have to foresee what's going to happen and deal with it before it occurs. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you so much, caller. I appreciate that you made good time in that 30 seconds. Minister Andy, I know that this is not the last time you're going to be on the program. You're going to be back again. But I also want to see if we could have the Minister of Health on the program next week. It's important. I'm asking. A lot of people have been asking. So if we could set that up for next week, that would be very, very, very nice.
I'll try my best. I'll try my best to make it happen for you.
Put it in the heart.
Yes.
All right, absolutely. Any last word before we shut it off?
Well, listen, no, I just want to say that, listen, we are trying our best. We may not get it right all the time, but we are willing to make things happen and to ensure that we bring the transformation that we speak about. In the upcoming weeks or months, you will hear about some of the nice plans we have in place. We have Parliament tomorrow. Tune into Parliament tomorrow. You will hear our tune speech and what we have in place for 2025 and going forward. So, thank you.
All right, Mr. Andy.
Yes.
The vice went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I didn't hear it. The last couple words I hear you was breaking up.
Right, you hear me now?
Who knows?
You hear me now, Junior?
Yeah, I hear you now. If you could just say that.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you
So
now.
I'll say that we have the opening of Parliament tomorrow, and we will be giving our tune speech tomorrow, saying exactly what we are going to do for 2025 and beyond. So I'm encouraging everyone to tune in tomorrow, Parliament tomorrow, and you will be hearing our plans and what we have in place.
Nice. All right, cool. We'll be locked on right here. All right, along
I love
line. Minister Andy, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah, that was Minister Andy. Guys, don't worry. The minister is going to be back again. But next week, I want to get the Minister of Health on this program. I'm going to try really hard. And if you, it could be an opposition minister, MP, sorry, it could be a minister in government. If you want to put them on the hot seat, let us know. We're going to pressure them to get them here on the program. It's important. Inbox us. We're going to try our best to make it happen. Before we go, I got to tell you about, thanks to Beacon Insurance. Big up Beacon Insurance. I just came on board today. We appreciate the sponsorship. Beacon Insurance really saw that we're doing a lot of work and we're reaching out to millions of people. 8.8 million view reach last month. 8.8, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. I'm thinking if everybody gave me a penny. Let me see how well you guys know math. If 8.8 million people watch Ride Along and everyone gave us 50 cents, how much money will we have today? Tell me after the break. We'll be right back.
Time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
I'm back. Hold on. I don't know, the internet just went. Sorry about that, guys. Internet just went on me. Sorry about that. So, let me see how well. Well, you're smart. 4.4 million. Yes. Good math, good math. Absolutely. 4.4 million. You're so right. Guys, don't forget, if you're looking to rent a car, right? If you're looking to rent a car in Grenada, you got to check out Ride. Ride Car Rental in Grenada. Ride with Ride.
To rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians. From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Yeah.
Ride along life worldwide, feel the beat.
Don't forget, guys, if you have a business and you want to advertise with Ride Along Live, it's the only way to reach the widest viewership on social media. Two of the biggest program on social media. Our morning show with Kirk Sitahal that's aired on Tuesday and Friday. And of course, Ride Along Live with your humble servant, weekdays, 6 p.m. every day. Get your word out, promote your business, advertise right here on Ride Along Live. You know why? Because it pays to advertise.
Heart so bright.
Or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.
Time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Today. Located inside Rider Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.
Yeah, don't forget, call Instaprint if you're looking for a professional t-shirt printed in Grenada. Give them a call. The number is 473-422-1011. Don't forget as well, if you're looking to rent an e-bike, telling you about Ride, we got it locked, guys. We got it locked. Ride, e-bike excursions and tours. And this week, we're riding again. Book right now. Head into the Esplanade Mall. And let's ride.
Sing the song from island to island, strong with the host we belong.
Speaking about ride, thinking about coming down to Grenada? Book your flight right now on jetblue.com. Go online right now. Yeah, put it in jetblue.com and look at the amazing rates to fly to Grenada. And 4.5 hours, you could be in Greens. Book right now with jetblue.com.
Bring it home with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island, strong with the host we belong. Energy.
Guys, as I was saying, looking for a rental while you're in Grenada? Short term, long term, it doesn't matter. Give them a call right now. The number that you call is 473-422-1011. Or, let me tell you, let me make it easy. We have a virtual assistants. We have virtual assistants that could help you out. You guys got to try this virtual assistant. right? You could do it all on your own, no paperwork. Let me put it on the screen. Click that link and you can see how the virtual assistant works. Yeah, that's the rental virtual assistant. 24/7, someone is always there to book your whether it's your car rental or your e-bike, someone is there 24/7. Check it out right now. And of course, if you're a rider, ask about our special riders rate when you book in with Ride. Ride, e-bike excursions and tours.
Ride along life worldwide. Feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host, we belong.
Again, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program for this entire week. As I said, yesterday I wasn't feeling well. I'm feeling a little bit better now. But listen, guys. Anytime you see the programming come on, or if you see that I can't make it, it's either I'm in an extremely important meeting, I'm traveling, or I'm sick. Because you know I'm committed to this, right? I've been sitting in this chair for how much years now? All you knew me before I had any gray hairs. So you guys watch the gray every day, just every day. All you watch the grays, right? So I'm committed to this, right? Now, if you want to support, because you can support this too, you know, if you like Ride Along and you like to see our progression and you want to see us grow, you could donate, you could help, you could Zelle, you could even give us some stars. If you love this platform, if this is your home, and you love us, you could. If we have stars, give us some stars now. You can become a member. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. That's my time, guys. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Peace out and good night.
Ride along life worldwide. Feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the song. Energy high, tune in, feel the light of taking flight. Every ride is sheer delight, making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please, bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host, we belong.